matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. Knicks on offense. It's a three-point game. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Caldwell Pope left side. And here is Suggs. Van Carroll a screen on Anunoby. And that one's good. Wagner.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
And here is Hart. Following the three from Franz Wagner.
And forget those threes. Can't get the easy ones.
Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Bridges with the steal. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Now here's Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Bridges from outside the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For New York, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Right with a screen on Suggs. Brunson, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And Van Carroll muscling through all that contact.
New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Hart finds Bridges. Hart with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Suggs. Wagner wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game was played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. Had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And it's Brunson missing. Orlando trailing here. Caldwell Pope on the wing. A 3 ball. The Magic again can't hit. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Towns. Lets it fly from 18. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that one is hammered home.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Fires from the corner, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
On the wing, Bridges. The three. Good on the triple. Bridges has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Knicks. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Bridges. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's McBride in at the point guard. McBride with the ball. He's covered by Suggs. McBride's shot is off. The Magic trail by 7. Suggs in the corner. Banchero outside. Fires for three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
McBride with the ball. He's covered by Suggs. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hart. Clock at 6. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And they blew the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
With a screen on Suggs. Out to Bridges. New York, no good that time either. Orlando's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Bridges with the steal. Pass to McBride. Back to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Offline from the top of the key. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And there's a whistle that goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Banchero. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Now, here's Anunoby. Drills it from outside. Anunoby's got 6 points.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. McBride passes to Bridges. It's up a 3. That one doesn't go. Orlando, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. Banchero against Hart. Banchero passes to Suggs. Pocket 4 for 3. Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Towns, a screen on Banchero. Anunoby, good. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
How about the work ethic there of Towns? He's great at positioning himself on the glass and just outworking the opponent.
Pass to Queen. Shoots the 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Bridges, covered by Anthony. Fires it up. McBride's shot is off. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 4. Finished off the break. McBride's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's De Silva. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Bridges with it. Isaac picks him up. Outside, Towns. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Pass to De Silva. Down low, 2 on the clock, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
For Orlando, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Knicks lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Brunson surveying the D. Stolen by Carter. And now Orlando on the break. Isaac a screen. Here's Queen. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. 3rd quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Brunson kicks to Achua. Anthony against Brunson. Pulls from the top of the key. Orlando grabs the miss.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
New York trailing, 3-on-3. McBride finds Brunson. There's a screen by Achua. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Isaac. Off target with his 3. New York shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's McBride, covered by Anthony. Achua kicks to Shamet. Sinks the 3-pointer. And now a 3-point Knicks lead.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Green the pass to Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Out to the right wing. Here's Queen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Queen's got it all tied up now for Orlando. Brunson kicks to Shamet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. On the wing, Isaac. Trying his luck from deep. Stolen by Brunson. And another turnover here by New York. And Anthony's got the ball here for Orlando. Stolen away. Here's McBride. And there's a slam dunk to finish it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Anthony. Defended by McBride. The Magic again can't hit. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Brunson the pass to Achua. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead. Green the pass to Anthony. Carter with the 3. The Magic again can't hit. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right. Top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
Isaac outside. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. He has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Shamet kicks to Brunson. There's Brunson from deep.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Brunson. Here's McBride. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists tonight.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Carter kicks to Isaac. Here's Queen. He's got 6, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In last season's numbers, showed him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Wagner. Bancaro outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Suggs with the steal. With 1 on the clock. Yep, that one goes in there. Suggs has got 6.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taken.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's the Knicks. They lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the center. Brunson with it, picked up by Suggs, and Hart has it in the corner. Bridges inside the three-point line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Bridges has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Knicks. Suggs against Bridges to the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That's on Jalen Brunson.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
That one is no good. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Bitadze going inside.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Anthony Towns. First personal foul.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Bitadze the pass to Suggs. Offline with his 3.
Orlando foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Wagner's checked in for Goga. Bitadze. Anunoby drains the 3-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots. He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Brunson against Suggs. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint and let him control.
Blacks checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
14 foul.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Brunson kicks to Hart. No good on the 3. The Magic trail by 4. Now, here's Suggs. It's Black in the corner. Suggs against Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Sweet move. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 6th assist on the night. Then Carroll, a screen on Brunson. Black, no good. The Knicks leading by 6. And so they foul intentionally.
Black. First personal foul. 14 foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The Magic making a switch here. Houston's checked in, so he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Orlando's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Suggs in the corner. And Carroll is screened for Suggs. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's just sloppy. Yeah, I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
Yeah, but errors like that happen. The important thing is not to let them compound on it.
Suggs against Brunson. Here's Anunoby. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Here's De Silva. Isaac a screen on Anunoby. Kept alive. Pass to Black. Fires from deep. Knicks with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
De Silva with the bucket.
Tristan Da Silva.
On the wing, Anunoby. So it's New York picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty...
got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Trent outside. Wagner against Antetokounmpo. Back to Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
The 3 from Suggs. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And just a beautiful looking shot from long range.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley, and when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
And Allie, thanks. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
You know, it just looks prettier from the corner, especially when Caldwell Pope lets it go.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Suggs finds Wagner. Back to Suggs. Three-pointer. And again, it's the magic from Pete.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Lillard against Suggs. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. 4 on the clock. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
Wagner for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. For 3, here's Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. Orlando leading by 3. Suggs, right side. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Wagner in the high post. Fires it. Rebounded by Trent.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Jackson outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Back to Jackson. 4-3. Orlando with the rebound. Caldwell Pope with it. They grab their own miss. And Carroll passes to Suggs. Outside, Caldwell Pope puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Trent. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Prince has checked in. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Lillard can't get it to go.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
The 3 from Carroll. Prince grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Wagner with a steal. Pass to Wagner. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. The Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo surveys. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Orlando again missing. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Wagner. Jackson gets the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target. Lillard right side. Here's Jackson. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's all tied in Orlando. Don't go away. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope, and it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers' experience with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Orlando has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Fades away. Count it. Wagner's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Here's Prince. Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Suggs. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. The three from Prince. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
Giannis's teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Suggs with it. Jackson in his pocket. From downtown. And Suggs the bucket on the assist from Banchero. Suggs has got 9 points. And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. Prince, the pass to Porter. Kicks it out to Jackson. To the left wing. Jackson, the screen. Antetokounmpo up top, guarded by Banchero. Orlando has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. The 3 from Suggs, and another 3 for Orlando.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
It's Prince on the wing. Porter with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Prince can't hit.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Carter finds Banchero. From deep. The rebound by Jackson.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
Back to Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Back to Caldwell Pope. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Caldwell Pope's gotten his second bucket of the game. Bucks trail by 5. Lopez, the screen on Suggs. The drive by Porter. There's Jackson with the 3. Porter, the pass to Lopez. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
A nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Prince. The 15-footer. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Caldwell Pope. From the arc. Drills it from deep. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Porter the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Suggs. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Orlando leading by 6. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
On the floor for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis out there with Green. Then there's Gary Trent. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Sims in at the 5 down low.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Anthony, left side. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Bucks trail by 3. Trent outside for the tie. Out to Portis. Second chance effort. And the shot is good off the backboard. Portis has got 5 points in the quarter.
When you watch Portis, he's not just a good jump shooter for a 6'10 guy. Bobby's just a straight-up good shooter, period.
There's the 3. Pass to Black. Isaac with a screen on Trent. Black. No good from outside. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Portis outside. Porter with it. Portis a screen. For the lead. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they'll keep possession. Porter from outside. 1 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Magic. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's De Silva. Orlando again missing. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Outside for Green. Let's go with a 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit. and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Pass to Black. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Hits a three-pointer, and the Magic lead by 1. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
And it's Green missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Back to Batase. Out to Anthony. Fires the three. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
You just know from a very young age, Cole Anthony's been perfecting that three-point shot. Maybe like his dad. His dad was kind of a pedestrian three-point shooter, though.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And stolen by Anthony. Pass to Black. 51 seconds left in the third quarter here. Tipped. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it. He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's De Silva. Isaac outside. And the dunk by Isaac.
Yeah, he's going to flush it every time when he's that close to the rim. You can't allow him to get that kind of position.
Trent outside. The three is up. He buries it from three. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Isaac, and the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. And Lillard gets it to go.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Caldwell Pope for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Bucks on top. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the three, Mo in the middle. And it's Ben Carroll in at the four. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Lillard against Suggs. The kick out to Ben Carroll. Back to Suggs. Pass to Ben Carroll. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Ben Carroll. No coverage that time. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Caldwell Pope with it. Prince is there. Pass to Wagner. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one doesn't drop. For Orlando, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. Banchero uses his size down there.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Lillard against Suggs. Pass to Jackson. Antetokounmpo outside. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Personal foul. First team foul. In for the Bucks, number 9, Bobby Portis.
For 3, Caldwell Pope knocks down the triple. Now it's a 3-point Magic lead.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Jackson the screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't cash it in from close range. Orlando has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And the Magic making a change here. Isaac's checked in. And Milwaukee with a... Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
Antetokounmpo. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Magic?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Anthony's checked in for Orlando.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Drives to the hoop. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Wagner's teammates encourage him to attack the rim. They love to see him be aggressive. Given these results, you can understand why that's the case.
Personal foul.
Magic leading by 5. For 3, Anthony. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Portis outside. Banchero against Antetokounmpo. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in the game. For 3, Anthony. Sinks the tray. And now it's an 8-point Magic lead.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Prince. And right on target.
Hey, guys, that's exactly why Prince is out there in these moments. Big-time shot.
The 3 from Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Anthony, defended by Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Can't get it to drop. Here's Milwaukee. They trail by 6.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Caldwell Pope against Prince. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Assisted by Cantavius Caldwell Pope.
So Orlando takes the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra.
that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Connaughton in at the three, the small forward. Lillard left side. The wing jumper off target.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Anunoby, good.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Lillard scanning the floor. It's Trent on the wing from downtown. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now, here's Anunoby. Bridges inside the three-point line. A rebound by Brook Lopez.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. DA?
And as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. They're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. They swipe it. Here's Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
On deep, Brunson, rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Lillard against Brunson. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Hart.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And the wide open shot from Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Connaughton's got 5.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Now, here's Anunoby. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 3-point lead. Good.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Brunson outside. Fires from deep. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Brunson. 9 points for OG Anunoby.
Bucks lead.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Defended by Hart. Lopez, no luck. New York has gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Brunson adds a 2-pointer. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here's Trent outside. A shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
This guy is so comfortable from beyond the arc. You give Gary Trent Jr. a look from 3 and look out, folks.
Here's Bridges. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Bucks lead by... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Towns, still without a basket.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
That one good for 2. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that.
Pass to Bridges. Over Trent. Bridges misses.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And here is Antetokounmpo after OG Anunoby made that last 3-pointer. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's McBride. No good. That would have tied it. Bucks leading by 3. Trent with the wide open look. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Trent's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's McBride, covered by Lillard. McBride's shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Ring shot on the way. Here's Lopez. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
Bridges, right side. Baseline try. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Connaughton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
And he sinks that one hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Anunoby's got 14 points. Bucks leading by 6.
24.
It's Trent on the wing. They set the pick. Shoots Lobs over Bridges. Trent gets the bucket. 10 points for Gary Trent Jr.
Now the shot mechanics are just so pure. Gary Trent Jr., such a dangerous shooter.
McBride passes to Bridges. High post try. Drain for 2 points. Bridges has got his second basket. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 8 points for him. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hart finds Bridges. Here's Towns. That one a little long.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
A good chance here for Connaughton. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Bridges. Outside, Towns. It's thrown about to Antetokounmpo. 1 second left. He knocks it down. But wait a minute.
NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Before heading to the locker room, we'll bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Get ready for the man court shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Taurean Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Green, and it's Sims in at the center position. And the wide open shot from Green. Fade away. The shot's good from Sims. Sims has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Brunson kicks to Achua. Launches it. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one. And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green.
Number 18, Kyle Kuzma.
Knicks trail by 7. Brunson finds McBride. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Achua. Offensive rebound. Here's Robinson out to Brunson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Milwaukee leading by 7. And there's the drive. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss. Wide open.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Here's Achua. The 19-footer is on the money. Achua's got 5 points in the quarter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Prince kicks to Portis. Fires for 3. Here's Sims. It's rebounded by Brunson. New York has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. To the middle. Takes a 3. Oh, Brunson, good from range.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
38-34.
Porter kicks to Kuzma. Lots of room. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 4. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
That one drops for him.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
Remaining in the third.
Dives for it, and stolen by Portis. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Pass to Sims. The fader. The rebound by McBride.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
No coverage that time.
Bobby Portis.
Portis has got 4 this quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Shamet the pass to Achua for the tie. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Buck spot.
Stolen by Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Porter outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Achua. The rebound by the Bucks. Right side, Portis. Pass to Prince. Picked him clean. And a fast break now for New York. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Chalk up 2 there.
You can see Kuzma spreads out the defense. The ability to make that jump shot so critical.
Brunson kicks to Robinson. Pass to McBride. This one for 3. You can't get that one to fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Landry Shamet. Robinson is out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Brunson in at the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. And McBride gets it to go.
Well, as always, Jalen Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
Prince, the pass to Sims. Kuzma, right side. Sims kicks to Portis. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Prince. It's stolen. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Back to Shamet. Buries it from 3-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Sims, the pass to Kuzma. And the layup's good off the glass. Kuzma's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, Kuzma doing work in the painted area. That's beautiful.
Brunson the pass to McBride. that doesn't go on the chance to tie.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And new group in for the Knicks. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Miles McBride. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. It's a three-point game. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Pulls it up. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. And Prince puts up a deep three. And the Bucks miss again. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Bucks leading by 3 on the wing. Porter with the fadeaway. A three-pointer is right on target.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Brunson, hard finish inside.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there shows you why. Big-time shot.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Trent can't hit.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Bucks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Connaughton kicks to Trent. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Anunoby. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. And the Bucks lead by 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Lopez outside, puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Lopez, such calm demeanor in the face of extraordinary pressure. Go ahead, big fella.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Out to Brunson. Oh, good on the triple.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And here is Trent outside. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Towns. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And here's Trent outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is about a guy who understands I've got every aspect of my game working right now. Gary Trent Jr. is cooking, folks.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Brunson missing. Trent outside. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Oh, the scoring ability of Gary Trent Jr. makes it difficult on defenders to guard against that mid-range. My goodness, that was sweet.
And that one's good. Brunson.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
64.
It's hauled in by Trent. Here's Giannis. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4 slot. And for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now here's Suggs. Nails it from 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Wagner for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And now the Knicks on the break. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
And Allie, thank you for that. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Brunson missing again. Orlando's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Wagner with a screen on Brunson. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. New York again can't hit. And foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Wagner from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. It's a one-on-one situation. Brunson surveys. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, BA. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Back to Banchero. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions and a really versatile scorer.
Brunson passes to Hart. Back to Brunson. The fader. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Fires from deep. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
Here's Banchero. Plenty of space. Hart pulls it in.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Brunson outside. The shot off that time.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
But he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
Well, Caldwell Pope favors the corner shot at times, and he can drill it.
They get it back. Bridges outside. Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. And is good. Off the back rim and in. 9 points in the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Wagner for three. Outside, Caldwell Pope. The three. The Knicks with the rebound. Outside Brunson. Outside Hart. There's the triple. Here's Towns. Out to Bridges. Outside Hart. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Here's Brunson. Brunson missing again.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Outside Anunoby. Towns for three. And that's not going to go. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Orlando ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court for Orlando, the backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Wagner in at the center position. Banchero cleaning up the fast break.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
Got it.
Anthony Towns.
Now here's Suggs.
Magic.
He's got 6. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, BA, isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Beyond the arc. McBride can't get it to go.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. The three from Suggs. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns just got his 5th rebound in this one. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Knocks down the long J. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Fades. That one falls.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Knicks trail by 8. Towns for 3. And he can't get that one. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. The 3 from Banchero. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Anunoby for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Anunoby's got 6 points.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Magic lead.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs.
20.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Back to Hart. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
The 3 from Suggs. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Towns can't get it to go.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks trail by 8. McBride passes to Towns. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Anunoby, guarded by Banchero. Takes the 3, and Anunoby gets the 3.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Magic lead, 28.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Banchero the screen. Over Hart. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Hart. Lets it go from deep. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Orlando leading by 5. Inside. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Hart. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Demonstration of how tough Hart is, willing to accept contact and really work through it.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. And the basket by Queen. Queen's got his first basket.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And the basket is good.
It's easy money for Towns from 15 to 18 feet.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Carter, a screen on Bridges. Here's Queen. That 3's off the mark. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Isaac outside. Fires the 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Magic. They're up by 2. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForte. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Achua is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
Yeah, not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Achua can't hit.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Carter, a screen on Achua. Anthony misses. Knicks trail by 5. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
No, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands, and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
The 3 ball. Pass to De Silva. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Back to Achua. Stolen by Carter. And there's the lob. And the dunk by Isaac.
Excellent mid-air feed to Isaac, who lifts off right on cue for the alley-oop slam.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Anthony. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's De Silva. Fires in the triple. And it's a 10-point Magic lead. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Brunson passes to Achua. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's a strength of Mitchell Robinson's game, a force in the paint.
From the wing, it's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Shamet passes to Brunson. The three. That one's down for Brunson.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Magic lead, 38.
Goes up on the wing. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 8. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Brunson passes to Achua. Back to Brunson. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Orlando leading by 7. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Carter. They get it back.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Outside Brunson. And he lobs it up top. And a big finish by Robinson.
A timing play, but it helps to have a leaper like Mitchell Robinson finish it off.
Carter from outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brunson against Anthony. Achua with a screen on Anthony. To the inside. Achua with the dunk.
Use the pick and roll, and then Brunson's court sense allows him to make that play.
Magic lead, 42-37.
Brunson against Anthony. Fires the 3. Achua with the rebound. Knicks trail by 5. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Shamet. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Amazing just how trusted Brunson is with the basketball.
42-39.
Anthony against Brunson. Anthony, the pass to Queen. Launches it. Connects from downtown. Queen's got his 2nd basket of the game. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside Brunson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Magic leading by 6. Setting the floor for the Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero out there with Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point.
You can't be overzealous guarding Suggs, because that's when you risk fouling him.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Magic.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Tries it from the top of the key. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Magic lead by 7.
Such a heady offensive player. Once KCP gets a couple to fall, he stays aggressive.
The Magic shooting an average of 43% from the floor. The 3 from Suggs. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Hart. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic leading by 7. Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. 4-3. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. The 3 is up. Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Caldwell Pope for 3. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
You got to stay connected to Caldwell Pope. He's a knockdown shooter, and he can get it going.
Outside Hart. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. Releases. And again, the Knicks missing.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Drains the triple. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
The 3 from Banchero. Towns with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Hart. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Hart's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time.
Jalen Brunson.
That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
I tell you, he is just a resourceful player. Towns making the most of any opportunity to devastating effects.
The 3 from Banchero, and another miss by Orlando.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Towns for 3. Rebounded by Suggs.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Jacks up a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hart playing with his right now, just going all out.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 5.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Hart.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
The 3 from Suggs. On target from range.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Brunson passes to Towns. Offline with a 3. Orlando leading by 7. Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Now Banchero. He's covered by Hart. And Orlando again with the bucket.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Anunoby against Wagner. Right side, Caldwell Pope for 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
For 3, Bridges hits the trifecta.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Here's Orlando.
57.
And Banchero outside. Towns with a rebound. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
He seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
And Timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. And this was an emotional win.
matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Damian Lillard. First personal foul. First team foul.
Suggs looking around, goes straight to the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Now here's Connaughton. Back to Prince. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches and jobs, we actually won. A lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
We did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs were a problem on the drive.
Pass to Prince. And here is Antetokounmpo for the 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Giannis. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
I now would send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. And here's Banchero after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 5.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And it's Wagner missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis kicks to Connaughton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer. The rebound by Bitadze. The Magic have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And it's Wagner missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Prince can't hit.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Suggs against Lillard. Inside. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Known for his scoring. There, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
For three, Caldwell Pope buries the long-range jumper. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lopez, a screen on Suggs. And Lillard gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Over to the left wing. Here's Bitadze. Lopez with the block. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Score. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Banchero. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at center. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Cans it from downtown. Suggs has got 10.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
Banchero has screen on Porter. Caldwell Pope passes to Banchero. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball, has a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and stormed.
There have been quite a few of them.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look and a miss there on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Prince finds Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Lopez. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Wagner. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. Wagner's got himself on the board with 3 there. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
The Magic have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Here's Bitadze. Here's Suggs. Off target with his 3. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Porter passes to Lopez. Kicks it out to Prince. Outside Portis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
From deep, Prince. It's hauled in by the Magic. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. There's a good screen. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Magic moving the ball around. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Caldwell Pope's got the game tied up here for Orlando. Suggs against Porter. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wagner outside. To the right side. Bitadze the pass to Suggs. Down low. Here's Bitadze, guarded by Porter. The shot's good from Bitadze. Bitadze's got his second basket of the game. The Bucks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Prince's shot is good.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Banchero, a beautiful reverse layup. Banchero's got 9.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Left side, Portis. It's Prince on the wing. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Well, thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Portis is out there with Rollins. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Isaac. The three-pointer, no good. The Bucks trail. Portis inside the three-point line. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
And look how fluid Isaac moves. It's like watching a guard. Terrific at penetrating and using those long strides to get to the rim.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Rollins. On offense here, the Bucks. Lillard outside. Sims in the corner. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Good work defensively by Carter. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Orlando shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. The Magic making a switch here. Wax checked in. Orlando leading. And here's Anthony from the arc. The Magic again can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad. Cole Anthony, he has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Isaac passes to Black. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Black's got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Lillard from outside. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Carter with a screen on Trent. Anthony can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And a wide open look for Portis. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Isaac a screen. Lobbed up there for Isaac. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Anthony. The Magic again can't hit. Bucks trail by 3. It's tipped. Giannis inside. Isaac on him.
Every aspect of Giannis' game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Carter sets the pick for Anthony. Shoots over Lillard. The shot by Anthony, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And there's Lillard. That's good. On the assist by Antetokounmpo.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Giannis against Carter. Giannis dishes to Lillard. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Anthony, the pass to Isaac. 1:06 left in the third quarter. The Magic again can't hit. Here's Milwaukee now. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Fader on the way. That misses off the backboard.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
A nice shot by Black.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lillard outside. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Lillard's got the lead back up to 4 now for Milwaukee. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Carter with a screen on Lillard. Over in the corner, Isaac. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Off with the layup. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for Orlando, Roger and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. Porter passes to Sims. The kick out to Porter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kuzma. For 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Howard's checked in for the Magic. minute played here in the fourth quarter. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Portis sets the pick for Porter. Back to Portis. Pass to Kuzma. Fades away. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Howard. And it's Orlando with another.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Bitadze's checked in. Prince outside. Porter against Suggs. Right side, Porter. To the wing on the left. Portis inside the three-point line. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Caldwell Pope pass to Wagner. Over Jackson. And it's Wagner missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Porter with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for Portis, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Lillard a screen on Banchero. Inside, onto the Kumbo, automatic.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's Prince on the wing over Caldwell Pope and stolen by Wagner. A finish and finished off by Wagner.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the...
Oh, what a move! Giannis!
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Carter sends the pick for Banchero. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. Here's Banchero. Rebounded by Jackson.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Lillard the pass to Prince. And Lillard gives to Giannis. Lillard with a screen for Giannis. It's in!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Caldwell Pope.
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
Suggs against Lillard. Floats it up for Giannis. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous...
game could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Now, New York starting 5. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at small forward. Brunson taking his time here. And the three-pointer goes.
And there's a nice rhythm to Brunson's game. I mean, you see it in the pull-up.
Lillard against Brunson. Puts it up. It's Kuzma with the miss. Outside Hart from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
For 3, here's Lillard. And it's New York with a rebound. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Now here's Lillard. From beyond the arc, and then some.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
Towns against Lopez, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Count that one.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Bridges. And it's New York with another.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Lillard outside. Here's Lopez. From downtown. Offensive board. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. On target from range. Lillard's got 6 points.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Now here's Towns. It's Bridges on the wing. Puts up a 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Antetokounmpo against Hart. Kuzma outside. Unloads. Antetokounmpo controls the rebound and the putback.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
Now here's Towns. Back to Brunson. Shoots a fadeaway. Tries again. Out to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Out to the right wing. Goes up from the top of the key. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Anunoby. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Anunoby's got 5 now. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Here's Towns, covered by Lopez. Pass to Bridges. Launches a three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Steps back and shoots. The shot, no good. It'll count. No good. Misses at the buzzer. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been...
Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Here's Anunoby. And the Knicks miss again. The Bucks trail. And here's Lopez from the arc. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer, Bridges. Knocks it down from distance. Bridges has got 8.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard got a good look. Oh, drains the 19-footer.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Outside McBride. Pass to Hart. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Lillard. Give him 8. Let's go with a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's McBride. No good on the triple. The Bucks trail by 3. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Hart can't hit.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Trent with room to shoot, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Handling the ball like a guard, Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Knicks trail by 3. Anunoby for 3. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Hard against Antetokounmpo. Lets it go. Towns with a rebound.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Pass to Towns. And he buries his first look.
Not much you can do to stop his J when Towns gets into the rhythm.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Now Lillard. He's feeling it. Doesn't go for him. The Knicks with the lead. Now here's Anunoby. McBride passes to Hart. For three, Bridges. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Shot on the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Antetokounmpo has got 10 points in the game.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
McBride. And he banks in the layup. And the Knicks lead by 2.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo outside. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Bucks. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Oh, a clear look for Anunoby. Misses the jumper from the wing. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. Just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Prince. Pat Connaughton is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group from Milwaukee right now. And Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals. And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's stolen away. And here's Connaughton for 3. He buries it from 3. Connaughton's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Don't let Brunson get hot. I mean, he'll answer all game long.
Outside Porter. 3-pointer. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Brunson passes to McBride from behind the arc. Offensive board. Pass to Achua. Outside Brunson. 3-pointer. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Porter, the pass to Prince. This one for 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trades.
And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Drills it from deep.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Outside Porter. Over Brunson. Porter's shot is off. The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Brunson, a good look. And it's New York with another.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
Porter looks it over. A deep 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Pass to Robinson. Left side Brunson. 2:44 left to play in the third. Back to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
Portis the screen. Looking to win the run. And it's laid up and in by Porter. Porter's got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's Brunson missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Portis for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Now just a 2-point Knick lead.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes him at a decent clip.
Here's McBride. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Bucks have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Porter. Out to Portis. Over Achua. And the shot falls short that time. New York shooting at 49% so far in the game. Pass to Robinson. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brunson. Brunson! So confident at the rim.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Here's Porter. 5 points in the game. With the drive. On the mark with the 15-footer. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range. Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And that does it for the third. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop them.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for New York, they've got Landry Shamet. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Precious Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Brunson in at the point. Porter finds Connaughton. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shamet passes to Robinson. Achua for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. It's Prince on the wing. McBride covers. Offensive rebound. And the layup is good off the glass.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Brunson passes to Shamet. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got 4 rebounds now. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there. Anunoby against Kuzma. New York again can't hit. The Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. Here's Lopez. That one goes. Count it.
Just so steady around the basket. Brook Lopez, really one of the more consistent scorers in the game.
Pass to Anunoby. There's the triple. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Anunoby on the wing. It's stolen by Kuzma. In transition, here come the Bucks. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard him.
Outside Brunson. And right on target. That one's good. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
They push it up 4 on 3.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Trent for 3. Drains the triple.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Lillard converting inside.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
All sorts of time. Another one falls for New York.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Eldorado against Hart. Off target with the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. And now it's a 5-point Knick lead.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA. And when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Wing shot on the way. And Anunoby pulls it down. And New York has possession. Towns outside. Pass to Brunson. Here's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Antetokounmpo. Now Lopez to halt the run. Hart pulls it in. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. From deep. Brunson misses. And here's Lillard. And so it's New York winning this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.